Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am going to talk to you guys about the menu, okay? The breakfast, the lunch, and the dinner menu, how I have arranged that, all the things. So if that's something that you are interested in, or maybe you need a little bit of inspiration, be sure to stick around and see what I've come up with. Okay, I must preface this video by saying I was inspired by Wendy at Plan Prep Pray and Katie from Life in the Mundane. I talked about this a little bit on Instagram, but this is like all the information. But they do, Katie and Wendy, they do like menus, sort of. Yeah, that's basically what it is. And so I kind of took their idea and did something similar and kind of what works for us. And so I want to share that with you guys today. I don't know if there is anybody else that has such an issue with food. Like it just, we get like in a good rhythm and then it's like all of a sudden we're just eating the same three things over and over and over. And then come lunchtime, my daughter, she's eating like half of a jelly sandwich all the time. She didn't want anything else. We weren't eating anything else. And then it was this big thing. And y'all, groceries are expensive. I don't have money to just be buying groceries all willy-nilly. And so this is what I came up with. I am going to first start. Let's just kind of walk through here. Now, I'm not saying this is, I would think this kind of would help you kind of keep track of your grocery budget and things like that. But that is not necessarily what this video is about. It's more of just the system that I'm using to kind of eliminate the guesswork and just make grocery shopping a little bit easier for you. Not necessarily to save money on groceries, which I guess it kind of does because you know what to anticipate. Anyways, let's just get to it. So I made this it's just a little chart I did on the computer. It's like out of Excel. What you making?
I'm making a folding surprise.
A folding surprise? What kind of folding surprise?
It's a surprise.
Oh, like a surprise for me.
And Daddy.
Oh, and Dad. Anyway, so yeah, I just did this just like on Excel or whatever on my computer. So it's nothing crazy. So I just have the days of the week, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Obviously, these are the days of the week, and this is what is on our menu. I will say I am thinking about adjusting this just a little bit. I think what I want to do is make it a little bit bigger, or maybe just add an additional row over here for the dinner section. And I'll kind of explain that in just a minute. But this is what is on our menu. I'll just tell y'all in case you need a little bit of inspiration. So for also breakfast and lunch, my daughter assisted in picking things. So she kind of had obviously a little bit of a say there, but she was not allowed to just put half a jelly sandwich. So for breakfast, Monday, we've got eggs and toast, then we have waffles, then we have French toast sticks, then we have pancakes, and then we have eggs and fruit. And then Saturday and Sunday for breakfast and for lunch, obviously those are open because who knows what's going to be going on. And then Monday for lunch, we have chicken nuggets with fries or fruit. Tuesday is a sandwich and fruit. Wednesday are Lunchables because that will be our co-op day and we're going to be hungry when we get home. So we just eat something real fast. Thursday is pizza rolls. I do like homemade pizza rolls, but you could do like frozen pizza rolls, or that could even be pizza, something of the sort. And then Friday again is sandwich with chips, and then Saturday and Sunday, it's whatever. So that's what that looks like. Obviously, if we're out of something or, we she just really wants something else, we will switch it up. But for the most part, this is what we are doing. And it works great because she can look on here and say, okay, this is what we're having for breakfast. And guess who starts making her own breakfast? Or will do the whole thing by herself. Cause like she can do pancakes. She can scramble eggs. Now she can't finish cooking the eggs, but she can wash the eggs and crack them. And she's just getting a little bit more independent. And yeah, she's taking a little bit of ownership of it. Same with lunch. She is taking a little bit of ownership there. As she gets a little bit older, my hope is that she can really just do these on her own. Dinner. Now, dinner is the big one. What I did is I tried to think about like things that we know we have scheduled. So for instance, really the only thing at this point, well, we have co-op on Wednesdays, but that was for lunch. So Mondays is my daughter's dance class. And it's right at dinner time, naturally. So I've planned that Monday will be leftovers day. I know that whatever I cook on Sunday is going to have to be leftovers there's going to have to be leftovers for Monday. Because same thing, we're going to get home and be starving. So I did Italian for Sunday, generally because Italian food, pastas and things like that are a little bit less expensive to purchase and make larger quantities with. So like a lasagna or a big pot of spaghetti or things like that. It's not substantially more expensive to make a larger amount of food. Yeah, so Sunday is Italian, so some kind of Italian food. Monday is leftovers. Tuesday is Mexican. Wednesday is breakfast. Thursday, here I have soup or salad. I also have included sandwiches in that too, like soup, salad, or sandwich. Friday is a meat with sides. Saturday is new recipe. Now, obviously there is some flexibility there, but this again was just a guideline or for the day where I'm like, I don't know what I want to cook, or I don't know what to put on the menu when I'm trying to do my grocery shopping. I can look and say, okay, well, Wednesday is breakfast. And breakfast obviously can include a plethora of things. So you have options within breakfast, but it just gives me something to start with. So sometimes one week it may be grits and eggs and bacon, and then the next week it may be some fancy, breakfast casserole with homemade biscuits, and it just depends. But yeah, that's what I have for dinner. So I will go through. Now, I generally will plan weekly. So I will do a weekly dinner menu. I have always done that. And so what I do is literally just write it out. So I write each day and I plan out what is going to be on the menu. I will base this off of a variety of things. I obviously look at what we have as like my topics or my genres here, or whatever you want to call that. And then I also look and see what meat do I have in my freezer, what vegetables do we have in the pantry or in the refrigerator, try and use up what we have, and then kind of create my meals that way. And that really honestly is it. Now, I have this notebook that I have written just a variety of recipes in for different things. And so I will refer back to these. If there is a recipe that I find somewhere that's not in a cookbook, so like Pinterest or just something that I kind of randomly try and throw together, I am trying to get in a better habit of writing it down in here. So I will refer back to this as well. Having something like this, I feel like makes things easier. And I started this before I created this, and I kind of I kind of have gone back and forth between like, should I make another notebook and have like, okay, so for Mexican meals, like just make a whole tab full of Mexican meals, enchiladas and tacos and quesadillas and, you know, whatever we want for Mexican. That way I can just go back to straight to my notebook. Or breakfast, write some breakfast recipes under a tab. I don't know. I kind of go back and forth because I don't want to set it up that way and then we don't do this for a long term. But then it's like, but does it really matter? Because like Italian meals are Italian meals. You can use those for whatever. So I don't know, but I haven't done that. And so for right now, I just have this one. I have like meats and mains, sides, soups, salads. I've got sandwiches and extras. I've got like my recipe for pizza dough, things like that are just all in here. Little plug here for my favorite cookbook. This cookbook, if you do not have it, I'm telling you, you will not regret it because it works. Well, I won't say it works in every kitchen because there are dietary restrictions and things like that. But if you don't have any real dietary restrictions, or if you're not vegan or vegetarian or you know, things like that, you need Hope's Table. Y'all, I'm telling you, I use this easily 3 or 4 times a week. It's simple. The recipes are easy. They are so easy to follow. The ingredients are simple. It's the best. Everything is good. You can find everything at just a regular old grocery store if you don't already have them at home. It's like I said, it's my favorite. I have suggested this to everyone that has ever asked me. I've tried so many things in here and they're just like, this is it. That's it. Grilled pork chops. This is what? Country fried pork chops. Like those are your ingredients. This is your recipe. Like super, super simple, super easy. I love it. All of the steps and things, like you don't need any special tools or any of that. I love it so much. So yeah, that is it kind of for the menu system. We have been doing this for a couple of weeks and it is working out really well so far. But like I said, I'm thinking that maybe back to this, I want to do something here, like expand this or something like that because of this. So instead of having this on just sheets of paper that go in the drawer, I really could just write them like on a dry erase here. That way everybody knows what's on the menu for dinner as well. Not that anybody else necessarily cooks, but it just would make things a little bit easier. Sometimes my husband will, you know, if I'm out doing something or whatever, he'll start sides or, you know, whatever. But it really would just kind of make it a little bit easier for me too. So then I don't have to dig through and try and find this guy. But yeah, that's it. If you guys have any questions or if you have maybe any suggestions on, you know, something I can change or maybe ideas of ways to kind of make it a little bit better or whatever, feel free to let me know. But yeah, that is it for today's video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching and I will talk to you soon.